Hello friends, today I want to talk to you guys about a Crusader build for when you first get to 70. Fresh 70, no items, no Paragon, no nothing. So let's look at I guess we can start with the items first. I'll show you Paragon, nothing, everything's empty. It's very sad actually. Anyways, so for items, you know, when you should have some blood shards, maybe like 500 blood shards. You'll have a little bit of crafting materials. What you want to do is, and you want to, while you're leveling up from like 61, 63 to 70, is look at every single yellow item you get. I know it's going to be kind of annoying and tedious, but you want to try to find some nice yellow items. What you're looking for, you want as many items with sockets as you can possibly get because you're going to be using the Finery passive. We'll talk about skills in just a minute. And so let's just go through the items. In the helm, you want something like Strength, Vitality, you know, crit chance. And don't forget, re-rolling yellow items is incredibly cheap. It's, I believe it's two dusts and two, actually, what's the yellow one called? Let's see. Yeah, 2 crystals and 2 dusts. Well, that's 3, okay. But you can see that it's incredibly inexpensive. Even when you're just starting out, you should be able to re-roll a few things if you need to. Anyways, Strength, Vitality, crit on the helm. Shoulders, you always want strength. You would like as much vitality, all resists, and cooldown. Those are the 4 main stats that are really important with this. So strength, vitality, all resists. That necklace, this is a really nice necklace actually. Holy skills, strength, crit chance. That's fine. If you didn't have crit chance and you had cooldown, it'd be okay, but you'd be better off with, you know, crit chance or crit damage on the necklace for sure. Bracers. These are really nice as well. And it doesn't matter if it's 6% or if it's 4.5 or if it's like 320, the 320 strength. The more you have, obviously, the better, but you'll be fine with lower end stuff. Belt, strength, vite, all resists. Again, gloves. I didn't even reroll the vitality. I didn't need it, but you could use maybe crit damage. How much crit chance do I have? So I have a ton of crit chance and not enough crit damage. So I would probably be better rerolling the crit chance into crit damage on the gloves. For pants, strength, vite, all resists. And the rings, you definitely want that socket. The Finery bonus is very helpful. And then, you know, cooldown, crit chance, crit damage, strength, anything like that is fine. I even left the 13% life on here just because. Boots, I have movement speed because I gotta be able to move a little faster. I hate running slow. You want to use a 2-handed weapon. And I would say the most important stat to have on here is life per wrath spent. You spend a ton of wrath and you get this is your only way to really sustain. Since you're not going to be killing things super fast, this is very helpful. And with the shield, you want a Crusader shield. You want one with decent block chance because you are going to be using, you're going to be blocking to help get some of your wrath back as well. So, you know, cooldown is really nice as well, just because cooldown is so important for Crusader builds. And let's talk about the skills. I'm using Justice, Hammer of Pursuit. This is just because you will occasionally run out of wrath, and this helps you do a little bit of damage. It actually does a decent amount. You know, it's 335. It's about half of what Blessed Hammer does. Then we're going to be using Limitless because Limitless has been buffed. It does 640% weapon damage. It's massive. I really like using a Steed because not being able to move fast every now and again is really frustrating. Also, if you get into a crappy spot, sometimes it can help you get out of it. Using Provoke, Hit Me. This makes enemies, this gives you a bunch of wrath, and then it gives you more wrath if you hit more enemies. And Hit Me makes it so your block chance goes through the roof, which then with Insurmountable gives you more wrath. I found these are really nice together, especially because my shield has like 20% block already. We're using Laws of Valor Critical. I like the increased crit damage. If you're finding yourself too squishy, if you don't have enough resist, you can use Law of Justice and a different rune with that one. You might be wondering why we're using Falling Sword at all with the yellows, because it's not actually helpful. I mean, it's not a particularly good skill. But once you get the 2 and 4 piece of your Foundation of Light, the Seeker of Light set, you can see here that Falling Sword, it makes it so you take 50% less damage for 8 seconds after using the skill. So I figured we might as well make the build in all yellows, the same exact build that you're going to use with the Seeker of the Light set. That way you don't have to change anything. You just open up Hadrig's Gift and throw the items on. And for passives, we're going to be using Blunt because it increases damage. Finery increases damage. Heavenly Strength because it increases damage. And Insurmountable to get a little bit extra wrath back. I tested this build doing a Greater Rift 20 with all yellows, and I was able to do it. It was really arduous and not entertaining at all. So I'm not going to bother showing you guys, but once we throw on the 4 pieces, actually doing the Rift and getting to the boss was super easy. It took like 6 minutes or something, or maybe 7, but actually killing the final boss took another 6 minutes, I would say. It was fairly painful. your single target DPS is so terrible. It's so terrible. But the second you kill that, once you finish all that stuff in Greater Rift 20 and then the Torment 4, and you get your 6-piece, you can jump right into doing T6. The Torment 6 stuff went much, much better, much quicker. So some stats to pay attention to. You want to have around 400,000 damage and around maybe 6 million toughness, 6 to 7 million toughness. And with both of those stats, along with that wrath, life per wrath spent, you should be able to sustain just fine on a Greater Rift 20 and get your 6-piece. And with the 6-piece, you'll be able to roll over T6. You can do the Rift in maybe 6 minutes or something like that. It's still a little bit slow, but I mean, it's just starting out. You know, you can have it an hour after hitting 70. So I would say that's pretty good. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you next time.